Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to try to do we got a piece of maple, may have some spalting in there. We're going to try to do a live edge bowl out of it. It's about 8 inches, about 4 inches thick. It's still kind of green. I didn't see what the moisture content was on it. Let's check that and see. See what the moisture content is on this, because I know it's still pretty wet. Okay. Yeah, it's about 5.1% moisture content, so it's still a little green. But anyway, we're going to try it. Try to do like I said, the live edge. I think that bark will stay on there pretty good. So we'll get it mounted up there and see what we can get into, because it does have some pretty cool spalting going on in places, but it's not a whole lot. But once we get it turned, we'll see what it does. Got some cracking on the end, which I think I can get that. Once I get it turned, I can get that turned out. So we'll see what we can come up with on this one. So let me get it mounted up on the lathe, and then we'll get the turning on this. Okay, got it mounted up. We're going to only start turning about 480 RPMs. Start it with a 5/8 bowl gouge. Got my face shield on. So let's see what we can do. Okay, that's pretty tough. But we'll get it flattened out and get it tinted. We'll go ahead and kind of round this off. We'll come back and do the finish round. Okay. Got the tenon on there. That's some pretty grain. That's going to be a real pretty bowl. Of course, we'll clean all this back up. Excuse me. When we get that, come back and get that tenon. So, let me get it turned around, and we'll start the inside. I think I did lose a piece of bark right here, just a little bit, because I done a pull cut instead of a push, so it kind of pulled my bark off. Should know better than that. But anyway, we'll get it turned around, and we'll get started in the middle of it. All right, I got it turned around. I did lose a piece of bark, just a little in there, but right there. So we'll probably still leave it live edge. May just have to void that out right there, but we'll do something. And I did go ahead and put up some CA on them cracks that was on the end. We're going to drill the center, and then we'll get started on the inside. It usually is loud when you got greener wood. It's kind of loud going through there. Now we're stuck. All right. Okay. So we'll get on the inside here. All right. I do want to ask though, if anybody knows, maybe leave me a comment if anybody knows where I could get a longer chuck for my jaws. It's a Nova, but this one is not. This is not long enough. I wish I had one probably 2 inches longer. And I put it in here. It almost hits the bowl. I got to do it from out here, but I like to have it, both ways where I can tighten down on it. As you can see, when I put the chuck in there, it's not there. It's just, like I say, this is only 8 inch, but if I was to go 9 inch, it would never do it. I'd have to do it from way over here. But I don't know. Maybe if you got an idea, leave me a comment. Let me know where I can get a bigger chuck for my jaw chuck. Like I say, it is a Nova. It's a Nova 220. Nova 225. It's Nova 225 chuck. But anyway, that one works, but I would like to have one just a bit longer. So. My face shield back on. heat up a little. Yeah, there's not a lot of spalting in there. I thought there would be, but there's not. But anyway, got a knot stripe right here. It's gonna be pretty white though. But I'll go ahead and finish working out the middle or out the inside. Then we'll come back and clean it all up. Okay, that's about where I want it. I'll leave it about a ½ inch thick on the edges. ½ inch, probably about a ½ inch on the bottom. Let's see. See what it shows here on the bottom. If I turn it the right way. My other calipers are in my other shop, but I've got these here. See, that's about a ½ inch. Just about ½ inch-ish, somewhere right there. So we'll had my other calipers, it'd be a lot better for me. But anyway, yeah, about a ½ inch, we'll call it. Bottom's ½ inch. Now we get sanded out. Where the bark knocked off here, I'm just going to sand it. I'm going to leave it. It's fine right there. I think it'll be okay. So we'll get it sanded here. See where it goes. I'm gonna sand the inside of it with this. I've had some comments on my last video. They asked me what kind of ball this is. It's just it's a sanding ball. You can order them. I think you get them off Amazon, eBay, whatever. But I got them here locally at a tool store. They got different grits. This one's an 80 grit, and I've got a 220 grit. But they make them from a 30 grit all the way up to 1,000 grit. These work great on bowls if you're doing inside of a bowl. I even do the outside on some of them. But what I've learned about these is once they wear out, get smooth, they make a great polishing ball. You can use them for polishing. Of course, the grit goes all the way down in there. This one's still in really good shape. Works really well. But yeah, those are pretty cool tool to have. As far as sanding inside of a bowl, whatnot. But I'll sand this one. I'm gonna start, like I say, inside I'm gonna start with this 60. I'll go up to about 600. Same thing outside. I'll start, about 60 and go up to about 600. And then we'll come back and put some finish on it. Get the tenon off the back. So we'll get going on it. yeah, that does really good. I got to get some sanding right in here, but it does a great job. But I'll get it all sanded and we'll come back. All right, got it all sanded. It's all pretty smooth. That right in there just kind of looks terrible. I don't know, but I mean, it's smooth. There's two spots of it. It must have been kind of like some punkiness in the wood, but it's baby smooth. But anyway, I'm gonna put about 2 coats of shellac on it, and then come back and put some wax on it, and we'll give it a little bit of a shine. Yeah, it turned out pretty well. I like it, but I think it'll look better once we get the shellac on it and the wax on it. Give it more of a look. I'm just daubing this first coat on with the paper towel. The second one, after it dries, I'll come back and I'll do it with the brush. I'll just do that off camera. I'll do it with the brush, then we'll come back and I'll put wax on it, and then we'll have it pretty much done. So, yeah, it turned out really nice. Okay, we'll let that one dry. I'll put the other coat on, then I'll get the wax put on it, and then we'll come back and see the finish at the end, which I'm using just a Zinsser's shellac. Like I say, I'll do 2 coats, and then I'll just put some abrasive wax paste on it, and we'll be right back and see what it looks like. Okay, got it all sanded, got the tinning off the back, I got it all sanded up, I got the wax on it. Like I say, I put 2 coats of shellac, let that dry, and I come back and put, actually just put the Howard's feeding wax on it, instead of abrasive paste, caution wax. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. It's still about 7.5 by 7.5. This is still about 3 3/4. Left a 1/2 inch walls, bottom's about a 1/2 inch. But I think it turned out really well. It's got a pretty cool thing there, and this maple's a really pretty wood anyway. So yeah, like I said, that kind of a dark looking punky spot right there, but that's as smooth as it can be. I mean, it's smooth. It's got it on both sides. But yeah, I like it. It turned out really well. Let me know what you think. I did put CA in them cracks, but that sanded up really nice and smooth. So yeah, little live edge maple bowl. Of course, I stamped it on the bottom there with my Smoky Mountains. Turned out really nice. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit that thumbs up. Thanks to everybody that has subscribed. If you haven't, consider doing so. Really helped my channel. I try to do a video every week, sometimes 2, just depending on work. But thanks everybody again too for all the sticker swaps. I know I got about 8 or 9, I think I got to mail out. I've got them ready. I just got to get them mailed out. So if you haven't received yours, it will be in the mail. So thanks again. If you'd like to do a sticker swap, let me know. You can check me out on Instagram, or just comment on the video, or my email and everything's on the description page. So yeah, one live edge maple bowl in the books for 2023. Thanks for watching.